Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another episode of tractor repairing. This is episode 2 of my Craftsman LT1000, 16 horsepower, single cylinder overhead valve. As you know from yesterday, I removed this deck. Comprehensive, detailed video on how to remove a typical Craftsman deck with a 7-point connection. The 7 points were the 2 fronts, 1, 2, the 2 middles, 3, 4, the PTO cable, 5, and the spring onto the tensioner pulley, right, 6, right, and then the rear bracket to the pivot bar, 7 points. While it is 7 points, you figure that's a lot of points to remove, right? Nevertheless, they're just R-clips that pull right out, you know. So even though it's 7 points, it's pretty easy. I've had MTD mower decks that have had only 3 points, and it takes 10 times as long to get it off because it's just terribly designed, you know. So as we saw, we loosened up these blades and everything, and looks like everything's good to go. I oiled them up, greased them up, got everything moving freely. And I'm probably going to put this back on later after I clean it up a little bit and use some 98-cent quick color spray paint to just rejuvenate the color to make it look cosmetically pleasing, if you will. This, as you know, I almost did a big no-no, and that's a typical rookie mistake, actually, you know. And while I don't think that I'm a rookie, I'm by no means an expert either, you know. So as you guys saw from yesterday, what a big surprise, right? We put a battery in there, a pretty good battery, I guess, you know, and all I wanted to do was just seeing if the battery cranks, just like that, you know, so I know that the solenoid works, the ignition switch works, and all the safety switches work, because I sat on it with the PTO lever off, with the shifter of the transmission in neutral, and if it cranks, you know that all the switches work, the solenoid works, the ignition switch works, and the starter works. So that's all I wanted to do. No way in my wildest dreams did I ever think that me just going, right, to see if it cranks, starts right up. I was blown away. However, after I started it, I ran it for about 2 or 3 seconds, right, taking it off a choke to the high throttle. The minute I went to the high throttle, it just stopped. I was like, now had I run that for a longer period of time with the speed and all that, it might have broken the connecting rod. But I don't think I broke anything, okay? I checked the oil right after that, and sure enough, it was pretty dry. You know, it had some residual oil in there, which probably saved it, but the rookie mistake was my not checking the oil first before I cranked it. But like I said, I just wanted to crank it for a second, just like that, to see if everything worked. I had no idea this was going to start, you know. So for it to start, that's fantastic. I filled it with 1.3 quarts of Lucas Oil SAE 30 Plus, conventional motor oil. And I let it soak overnight. I actually cranked it a little bit, and it started again, right, pretty easily. And I then stopped it right away. So me starting it right away again, the oil slinger splashes the oil all over the place, including the pistons, just to do that. So it should be smooth, and it is. So I think everything is good on this. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start it up again, and let's see if it runs well. So here we go. We're going to give it another start. As you saw before, there was a lot of ass gas in here and bugs and stuff. So, I mean, I was really surprised. I mean, really surprised that it just started up just like that, you know. So we got the PTO lever down. We got the brake on. We got it in neutral, and I'm going to choke it. It's got full oil now. Let's see. That's full throttle. it wants to stall if I don't keep it on choke or high throttle. Let's see if it moves forward and backwards. Okay, so it does move forward. I didn't get a chance to go backwards yet, but as you can see, it surges a little bit, and it doesn't want to stay running other than choke. And there's quite a lot of oil residue in the muffler. I could actually hear it dripping. So you know what? I think even though it's fantastic that it started up like that, right? It has ass gas in it, and also I think the carburetor still needs attention. For sure, man. You can't expect this thing to run perfectly just off the bat. While it does look like rain, I'm gonna quickly grab the mower deck out, and I'm gonna put it on that. Ooh! I'm gonna put it on that cloth here. And I'm gonna water it down a little bit with a brush and kind of clean it up a little bit. And I'm gonna go over it real quick on the rusted parts with that Quick Color 98-cent paint, just to make the mower deck look good before we put it on. Some more medical action going on in my neighborhood. Kind of a chilly day today, around 45 or so.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you guys this machine. Look at that machine, man. Unbelievable. My next door neighbor is doing some kind of lift. Cool. Look at here, who's here? It's Frank the UPS guy. What's going on? Elbow bump. We stay 6 feet away. What's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
So when I was in the middle of spraying this, it started to rain a little bit. So some little specks, as you can see, got on here. I think it'll probably dry because this paint dries pretty fast. You know, I think it's just on the top. You know. So I scrambled over to the garage to clear it out so I could drag this whole thing into the garage, but then it stopped, you know. So, yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? You know? So this is ready to mount, I guess. Maybe not, because it feels like it's rubbing on something. Guess not. So I'll wait for this to dry. In the meantime, let's go check out this carburetor. Yuck. So this engine, as you know, to remove the carburetor, it's relatively easy, but you've got this intake to the air cleaner box that's curved and placed on with 7/16 nuts onto this stud, and you can't get the carburetor out without removing this entire engine shroud. So got a couple of studs here in the front. They're usually 3/8, but this one isn't. This is torque wrenches, you know. I got these torque wrenches from my friend Samuel Sandoval. He always sends me gifts from what I think I use, will need to. Thank you very much, Sam. Also, as you guys know, this tractor is number 3 of the 7 that I got through a trade with my friend Armando over at Mondo Mowers. So Mondo was telling me today that he's been taking a lot of crap from his subscribers and followers about how, man, you don't know what you're doing. You made a terrible deal with Henry. Henry's really making out, and all you got was a pull-on lawn tractor and a go-kart for your kids, but he's got 7 tractors. And I says, look, that's true, right? But so far, so good is what I'm saying. As you know, out of the 3 that I've done so far, this one and the first one, right, are the only 2 that have working engines so far. We don't know if the other, how many do we have left? 3. So the other 4 could have bad engines. You know, one of them doesn't have a deck. You just don't know. I've just so far so good is all I'm saying. And you guys got to understand something, right? All the haters are always going to hate no matter what, right? And the thing is, though, Mondo lives in an apartment in Secaucus, New Jersey, okay? That dude doesn't have a place to work like this. He pays rent on a storage unit, you know what I'm saying? So he's got really no place to put all this stuff. So people should really lay off Mondo, because, I mean, you know, he's got to do what he's got to do. If he's got no place to put tractors, you know, he's going to make a deal with his friend, you know? And Mondo's a good guy, and he's a friend, and so while I appreciate the deal, this is by far, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I could end up with, the other 4 could have blown engines. You never know, you know, so, or they could all work, you know. So it's a luck of the draw. You just don't know. You have no idea. So to criticize him for making a lousy deal is kind of premature, to be honest with you. Speaking of that, you guys could really help out Mondo. He's a good guy. If you follow him on Instagram and go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, I think he'd really be happy, lift up his spirits, you know. Not that he has a shortage of, you know, high motivation. He's definitely motivated. But he's doing his first giveaway. So he's got a buddy who works over at Matco Tools. And so he donated 4 or 5 items to Mondo so that Mondo can do a giveaway to increase his subscriber count on YouTube. So this is his video announcing the giveaway. If all of you guys could take a minute or 2 and go follow his Instagram, right, at Mondo Mowers, and go find him on YouTube, Mondo Mowers, and subscribe, ring the bell for him, and you know, tell him that Henry sent you. But here's the video that he's doing for his giveaway.
What's going on, guys? This is Mondo Mowers. I am in my boy's truck, Alex. He's a Matco guy, so he sells all Matco stuff and Silver Eagle. Been dealing with him for like 7 years. Amazing guy, good prices. But I'm actually today, I want to do a giveaway. So I'm gonna give the giveaway when I hit 100 subscribers. So today I'm gonna pick out 3 or 4 things and show it to you guys, and basically that's what I'm gonna send whoever's the winner. So oops, let's grab, we'll do the parts tray, Matco. Actually, there's a real big one too. Let's see what else for you guys. Oh, I know you guys could use this to pinch some lines for your lawnmowers. Let's do a blow gun to clean them off. Let's see what else. How about some picks? Some Matco picks. So remember, guys, you have to subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna post this up, send everybody to my channel. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I will send all this stuff to whoever's the winner. This is what you guys are gonna get. So good luck to y'all.
So I've got the bolts for this off. Oh, I need to take the 7/16 out over here. Incidentally, my next door neighbor, Hope, you know, the one right next to my house, she's moving. No, she's not moving because Henry's got tractors running every day. She's not even home to see that. She got a new boyfriend after she got divorced, and he lives in Florida. She's getting a transfer over there, so now they're moving the whole family to Florida. And honestly, there's quite a lot of people here to see the house. I guess it's not a good thing for me to be out here wrenching on my tractors while she's showing the house, right? Ooh, there's a lot of fuel there, so it may not be seating correctly. A lot of fuel. I smell it. So there could be a lot of fuel going in here. As a matter of fact, it's leaking right here. I'm gonna clamp this off. Let's remove this fuel line. Incidentally, I was gonna, do a quick one here where I wouldn't actually be, doing step by step on how to do this stuff. I was just gonna do it and show you that I did it, But then I have some subscribers who say, "Hey Henry, you're helping me survive this coronavirus quarantine. I've got nothing to do but stay home and watch TV. I wish your videos were longer now." These are from the same guys who were complaining that my videos were too long. And then I tried to cut them down from an hour to 35 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. And now they're like, "Henry, I need more videos. Can you do 2 videos a day?" I'm like, there's not enough time in the day for me to be doing 2 videos a day, okay? It's already bad enough that I got 1 video a day. Some people don't have videos for a month. Like that stupid idiot Rice Gum, the guy that I kind of watch his videos and stuff. He hasn't done a video in 3 months. What the hell? Jeez, how do you keep your subscribers interested, Yeah. 1/2. Here's another thing is, look, see this? This stud is not even tight, which means that the seal between the carburetor and the intake manifold is no good. You got air leakage, which is going to cause it to, that's right, surge. This has got to be tight, and it's not tight. Oh man, I can never find something that I'm looking for. Don't you hate that? You need this one, but every other wrench is around except for the one that you need. Isn't it always like that? It's always like that. And that's it? That's not it. Yeah, that is it. Cool. So you know what I mean? I can't do 2 videos a day, man. It's ridiculous. So my wife and son, they went to Seattle, Washington today via Denver. Don't worry, they're flying for free because my wife works for the airlines, right? The only reason why they're going out there right now is because his school, the University of Washington, has elected to shut down their 3rd quarter semester. He was supposed to go back in early April until June for his 3rd quarter, and they've canceled it. So they're going to online altogether. So it's good and bad in one thing. It's good because my son will be home, right? Home from that mess in Washington. Good that we'll save on housing tuition, right? We won't have to pay for housing now because, well, he doesn't need a house, right? The bad thing is the level of education he's getting now is equivalent to University of Phoenix, an online college. Well, I didn't pay 50 grand for an online college. I paid 50 grand for a real Division I superior education, right? So if you're going to go to online stuff, you're going to need to you're going to need to discount the tuition by a third because 1/3 is going to be online. I don't mean discount it by a third, but you know, you still have to pay for the online stuff. But you gotta cut that third quarter in half. You know, you can't charge full price for that, right? Am I right? I gotta find the thing between here and there. You know, you can't get a wrench in here because the distance between the solenoid and the bowl is too thin. I had to find one of these things. So it fits in between here to turn it. And it doesn't even really fit. I just got lucky. Stupid fuel solenoids. Hate them. I'm going to test this in a second. Let's check out the condition of the bowl. All the fuel had leaked out already. There you go. So there's quite a bit of water in here and debris, black stuff. So it's yucky. Yeah. Agua. Agua and feels like a rock, or you know what? It's a rusted piece of metal. That's what it is. Disgusting. So I'm gonna blow out this carburetor, clean it up a little bit. Do you guys want to watch that? Because that's gonna add like another 20 minutes to the video. Yes, Henry, I need to watch something, please. Man, every one of my videos teaches you how to clean a carburetor. You know what I'm saying? So you guys should know how to do it yourself by now, you know. So I'm going to clean this carburetor, blow out the holes. I wanted to show you guys that I successfully removed the main jet. It took some doing, but there's a main jet right there. Looks clear. I'm going to blow out these holes and put a needle through it and all that. Let's remove the
Henry, I thought you weren't going to show us how to do it.
That's alright. Needle looks good, bowl float looks good. So look, I'm gonna connect this fuel solenoid back onto the current, you know, the plug, so that when you turn the ignition switch to the on position, it should retract the valve or put it out. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. So I'm going to turn the switch. Let's see if it goes in and out. Oh, there we go. See? So it does work. Yep. So today I'm using some contact cleaner from my friends over at Lucas Oil Products. Blow out all the holes and the main jet. That there is a clean carburetor, man. I took it all apart, soaked it with this contact cleaner. Good thing about this contact cleaner, fellas, and the reason why I use it, well, not only because I'm sponsored by Lucas Oil, right, but this doesn't blow up your gaskets. You guys ever use regular carb cleaner for the, if you get any of this stuff on, not this stuff, but carb cleaner on the gaskets or the seat, it'll blow up like a balloon. You'll never get it back on again. This doesn't do that. I was having a difficult time getting this solenoid back on here because I just didn't have a wrench that was thin enough to fit in between the bowl and this solenoid. That's why, another reason why I hate solenoids, you know what I mean? But I basically took one and I banged it to make it a little bit tighter, and I guess it's kind of on there. If it leaks, I'll know why. I removed the plastic cover that holds this fuel adjustment screw so I can pull it out. You know, I don't know why they have this cover on here, because if you have the cover on there, right, you can turn it better, but then it's not rounded, so it doesn't. I guess it's designed so that it won't move. You know what I mean? But then again, you can't turn it. too, you know, to adjust it. So, I don't know, it's a pain in the butt. So I just leave it off. I'll save it though, but you could kind of turn it with a wrench or pliers or something like that. See, you can turn it like that. It's very clean now. All the holes are blown out. The main jets are blown out, the holes. This was just packed with crap, you know, but I used my air compressor too with the fine tip, and it blew everything nice and clean. This is a clean carburetor, you know what I mean? So, I've got the carburetor on, and I was supposed to go poof, but you guys get it. Anyway, so I'm going to start it, see what happens. Whoa. That is a ton of fuel flowing in there. And it's hydrolocked. Damn it. It's that fuel solenoid, fellas. When I just removed the spark plug, right? Ton of fuel came pouring out. It's flooded. I'm gonna crank it and blow it out. Crazy how much fuel is in there, man. I gotta dry the spark plug off it because it's super wet. It's clean though. Alright, so I just cleared the chamber. No more fuel. Let's give her another try. Putting on the spark plug boot would help. Alright, here we go. Wide open. Doesn't surge. Full idle. Sounds great. Did sound great. Nice. All right. Did a little bit of dialing on this thing. Sometimes you don't feel like it does anything, but in this case it did. Starts very well. The idle seems a little high. Just a little bit. Yep. That's right. Can't find it when you need it. Never can. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with this a little bit. Still surges. So there you go, guys. I have been a busy bee. My battery ran out, so I had to go charge it. Can't stop what I'm doing just because my battery's charging, right? So I did a ton. Installed the deck, right? It didn't have one of these side deflectors. I had one in my backyard from another one. 2 bolts, put them right on. 42, it's perfect now. I wiped the whole thing down. Cleaned the wheels. Clean the seat. Look at the seat. Clean the entire engine compartment. That's right, fellas. Clean your shit, right? Wipe down the hood. Clean the lenses for the headlights. Added a fuel shutoff. Oh, I took the gas tank off, drained all the ass gas, got a new fuel line, blew out all the dirt and bugs from inside the gas tank, remounted the gas tank, put fresh gas in it. So it runs very well at high throttle, but when you lower it from high throttle to low throttle, right, it surges. So only at one setting does it run right. So I'll have to, try to figure that one out tomorrow or something like that. But how about it? How about it? I'm gonna go put it on the lawn and take some pictures. PTO. How about it? Stokage. So this is tractor number 3 out of the 7 that I got that day, or 7 from Mondo Mowers, 8 altogether for mega mother load to 26. Looks pretty good, huh? You know what this means, right, fellas?
This means I gotta get on and go for a ride. Yeah. Woo! It really moves. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I guess it was a good trade for me. Very comfortable. Ride's nice. I do have to figure out the surging. Doesn't surge right now. Let's try the PTO again.
So I still have carburetor issues. It kind of surges. I'm not happy with it, but I'm pretty happy about the rest of the tractor. The tires all hold air. Just from me, using the foot pump and pumping it up, it stayed all night, so nothing wrong with the tires either. I just pumped them up a little bit more so it rides better. Got the lights going on, cleaned up everything, put the side discharge flap over the mower deck, installed the mower deck after we painted it. It works just fine. There's no vibrations. Transmission works good, moves forward and backwards. It engages the PTO just fine. Mower deck, height adjustment up and down, no problems, no hang-ups, no burning of the belts, no anything bad. There's hardly any rust on this thing. It cleaned up very nice without even a drop of water, seriously. I mean, just wiped it down, And seat looks fantastic, right? All I need to do is just work on the carburetor some more. But here at Mowers and Blowers, you push these mowers into the garage and they come out driving. We just went around the block, I also drained the gas tank, replaced the fuel line, installed a new fuel shutoff as well as a new fuel filter. We added Lucas Oil SAE30 conventional motor oil into this thing and cleaned that carburetor real clean, but it still just doesn't run right at all speeds. But that's it for today. This was episode 2 of this LT1000, tractor number 3 of 7 that I got from my buddy Mando Mowers. Remember, go check him out on Instagram and check out how to enter his giveaway. Go follow him on Instagram as well as subscribe to his YouTube channel, Mando Mowers. Go check him out. Tell him Henry sent you. Also, I'm not going to enter his giveaway. Do you know why? Because just in case I won, everybody would be saying, oh, the whole thing's fixed, man. He's just giving his friend Henry some tools. Well, I'm not even going to enter, even though I want to enter. But I know how people will say, oh, Mondo won Henry's giveaway, now Henry won his giveaway. It's all fixed. Well, I'm not even going to enter. What do you think about that? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey guys, support my channel, buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers and Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on the next one. Have a great day.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.